Thank you. Thank you, guys. No, good morning, and thank you all. As we begin our stewardship season, I'm pleased to share with you my thoughts on what Christ Church means to me, has meant to me, and why I support our vital stewardship campaign. Christ Church means many, many things to me. I've been a member here since the early 80s when I first moved out from the city and found an easy Episcopalian church right here. I've been blessed to be here for a very long time, and have also been blessed to have served on the vestry on two separate occasions. The first time was back in the mid-90s, during which I was also stewardship chair for one of the campaigns, and also more recently in 2016, when we were saying goodbye to Reverend Susan Harris, who retired, and luckily found Reverend Kate to come aboard. So I was blessed to be on the vestry twice. Christ Church means many, many things to me. And again, number one is community. When I think of community, I think of a place to gather for religious and social enrichment. And I do that every Sunday, and a perfect example, I think, is today, because I know I'm not alone when I say we look forward to Sunday as one of the highlights of our week. And I was actually here at the 8 o'clock service, and I don't normally do two services, but I had the chance to go get a quick breakfast and then come back here at 9 o'clock thinking I'd have some peace and quiet to re-rehearse this. Little did I know that it was pretty busy in here. And the choir was practicing, Evie was already getting the choir going, all the cherubs and choristers were going, and I'm like, wow. And I came in through the other side of the church, and there are all these costumes. I'm like, this place is really, really cranking along. And it just further enlightened and reminded me of just what a community this is. We're going to have coffee hour afterwards, coffee hour, perfect example. But just all the vibrancy and the energy and the music. Thank you, Evie. Thank you, choir. Every Sunday, I'm just amazed by it. So I could go on and on about community, but I won't. You all know what I'm saying. Fellowship, another thing. I'm pleased to be part of three groups in fellowship. We have our men's group that we meet every 2 weeks on Saturday morning. We met yesterday. We had 7 people physically here in the Buttery, and we had 2 online. It was one of our record turnouts. We read the readings, take turns reading the readings for Sunday, and then we have discussions, which can go anywhere and everywhere, and it's fabulous. Another thing, Theology on Tap. A number of years ago, our curate, Michael, started this program where we said, let's meet in the guild room. We ended up actually moving out to the Garden of Remembrance, where we sit around a fire pit. On 7 o'clock, once a month, bring your beverage of choice. So we have little coolers, and we have a wonderful time. Somebody leads it. Somebody in the parish leads it. We talk about things religious or whatever, and it's wonderful. Lastly, Compline. Some of you join us in Compline. Ted Smith is one of the leaders. 8 o'clock every Tuesday, we go online, 15, 20 minutes maximum. We say a couple of prayers, a couple of blessings. It's just really fun, but it's part of fellowship. Thirdly, early education. Since we've been here for so long, we've been lucky enough, all 3 of our daughters went to Christ Church Nursery School. It was a vital part of their kind of early learning. And I am now proud to say that as of now, 6 of my 9 grandchildren have either been to Christ Church Nursery School or are currently attending. So the nursery school is just very, very special to us. Now, as to why I support the stewardship program. It is truly the financial lifeblood of our beloved church's annual operations. As the primary source of funding, it is vital that we achieve participation from as many parishioners as possible to ensure that we collect enough in funds and revenue to cover our expenses. As Ryan said, the theme this year is New Doors and Open Hearts. The New Doors couldn't be more appropriate because pretty soon we're going to be celebrating a wonderful new sanctuary. I can't wait to see it. It's been walled off for so long, I think we're all just itching to see it, but the fact that we're all meeting here, I think, is wonderful. It just shows the vibrancy of our church. So I thank you to the stewardship chairs, James and Cassie Melnick and Jim Anderson. I know how much work is involved, so I applaud them for taking over this year. In conclusion, I'd like to thank in advance all those parishioners and parishioner families who will pledge to support our stewardship program, and most heartily welcome those new church members who will come aboard this year to ensure that Christ Church's continued success and vitality going forward. God bless you all, and thank you very much.